Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Yeah, today I'm going to take another stock and I'm trying to do some back testing on it. And yeah, so I'm in daily time frame and the stock which I have selected is Hero MotoCorp Limited. And yeah, let me just cut down the chart randomly and let's see where exactly it will go. Okay, it went almost like 2004. Okay, and the chart in monthly time frame is okay, so it do not have much history. Okay, but we'll see, even though if there is not much history because it is started in 2020 2002. Okay, and since we do not have much history to see what is the trends and all. Okay, but we'll try to see like what the price action is exactly doing, and at least we have little bit trend. Okay, and there is an uptrend and then it is going sideways and all. Okay, so based upon this we'll just try to do some back test. Yeah, so in monthly if you see there is a nice uptrend, and after that if you clearly observe, no, this candle, okay, after this uptrend, after this candle it is almost went sideways. Yeah, and also this candle low is intact actually. Okay, which means none of the candle is trying to close it, so this particular level is acting like a huge support for us. Okay, for me this is like a major support. Yeah, so there could be a chance, right? There could be a chance that the price can reverse from this particular level. Yeah, and yeah, I'll also try to draw my resistances as well. Yeah, this candle high is very important because if you see one, two, three times it is taking the resistance, after that trying to break out, but the very next month, all the way it is trying to break down this particular level. Okay, kind of some trap happened here, and in fact, this entire range I'll consider as a resistance zone rather than only this particular line. So it's better to keep this resistance zone. Yeah, because you know even this particular candle also, if you see, no candle closing above that, and this high wave candle is the all-time high. 546 is the all-time high for us. Okay, so for me this entire zone is a huge resistance zone. Okay, and yeah, now it is in sideways trend in monthly time frame, and weekly also it's a decent uptrend. After that again it is going sideways, and thing is we are at a major support. Okay, and that's very important. Yeah, and in weekly also if you see this particular level, you know this candle low. Okay, there is a huge kind of hammer trying to came. Not sure, 2004 something might happen. Maybe this could be some event or maybe some result. Yeah, so something might happen on this particular day. That's why there is a huge candle printed, right? So ideally this candle low high is superbly important actually. Yeah, because it is kind of some huge candle, right? So ideally I'll mark it. Yeah, so just mark it and we'll keep it. Yeah, and see what happens. So now this is a weekly support. Ultimately, this is the monthly support. Weekly support, I'll keep it in a different color. Yeah. So now the price is exactly at the major support. Okay. So now since monthly is a superbly uptrend and then it is going sideways, and weekly the price is right at a major support. I I want to become bull actually because if the price is somewhere in this particular range, then probably I'm not interested. Yeah, since it is at a major resistance, we'll see is there any possibility that the price can reverse. Okay, and let me also mark the immediate resistances. Okay, so if you see this particular candle, right, it's taking a huge resistance. Okay, Even though this is an intermediate resistance, I really want to keep it because the price is somewhere here and there is a nearby resistance before this all-time highs. Okay, and yeah, now let me go to daily. Okay, so daily, if you clearly observe, no, at the major support, this red candle, right, trying to break down this level, and whose high also very important for us. Yes, and we'll try to mark that high, and whose low is important because ideally you should mark these candles, any candle which is broke down or broke out this resistance or supports. Okay, any support in that matter, even though it is a normal support or a major support, you just go and mark that candle lows and highs because that is pretty much important. Even this candle also, if you see there is a gap up, straight away they push down below, which means this high is a superb resistance and low is a superb support. Yeah, and the same candle trying to touch this, but they push the price up. So which means there is a high chance that the price can be in this zone for at least quite some time. Okay, and it will do something. Okay, either it will go push up or maybe it will push down further also. Let's see. Okay, what exactly happened? Yeah. So I became a bull. I just want to go ahead with some bullish reversal here. Okay. Let's see what kind of reversal it will give us, or it will go further down. Okay. So yeah, I am keeping in daily, and I just want to see. I just want to do some backtesting in daily itself rather than going hourly because we do not have most the history chart is very less, right? So that's why I'll keep it in daily and let's see what happens. Okay, low is still intact. Okay, high is also still intact. Yeah, yeah. So such an huge resistance, no? This is because it's holding that level like anything, right? So I'll mark it as a huge resistance. Yeah. So when the price is in between in this particular candle range, no, it's better to avoid. Okay, rather than doing something, right? So it's better to avoid. Now you see this candle. Okay, let's go and check the volume and all. Yeah, the volume is good actually. Even the breakdown candle volume also good, and this candle volume also, superb actually, right? So now I really wanted to bet on this candle because this candle has a huge volume, okay, and a solid green candle as well, which has given a some bullish reversal, right? Some mother candle breakout, right? So for an example, if I want to bet on this, let's say I want an entry here because such a huge resistance, right? There could be a chances that it can retest that level. Okay. And if I keep it here, it is 1.3. Okay. And because this is a huge resistance which came from which I marked in weekly time frame. Okay. So I should not expect, the bigger targets, at least till that next resistance, I can definitely, trade here. So for an example, I need an entry here, right? 439 is my entry and 464 is my, target. And ultimately the stop loss is below this particular candle. Okay. So let's see what exactly it will do. Okay. In this candle, we got an entry. Okay. So those who had put the stop losses below this candle, right? Okay. In the system. Okay. For them, the stop loss got hit. Yeah, and also such an important candle it is. That's why, big players also knows it. People would have bought it and they had put the stop loss below this. That's why all the way they came and took the stop losses and then further they push up. Okay, so for me, I need some candle like this, a bearish candle which is closing below this, so that my view um got. I mean, not my view. Basically, my trade got wrong. Okay, so I'll just get out. Okay, so let's see, still it is intact. My view is intact, and the the candle also low is also intact. Yeah, and you see a nice candle, right? Okay, which took this, which make this candle as a support and trying to, go up. Okay. So now let's see. Again it came. Okay. Again it came to the same level, right? So one can buy now also. Okay. Because candle, the significant candle is intact. Okay. And they can keep the stop loss below that. Yeah. Now if you clearly observe now, after the breakout, right? See, in this candle it is broke out, but it is came down. But next day also it is acting like a resistance. The very next day there is a gap up. Okay, above this level. All the way they pushed up, and but the close is above this. So which means it is acting like a support. That is what the observation which we need to make it here. Okay. Now after this candle, one, two, three, four candles trying to break this level, but none of the candle is closing below this. So which means how important this level is. Correct. And also this is confirming that nobody is interested to sell below these particular levels. Okay. So which means the price is really telling us that it is really want to go up. Okay. So let's see whether this strong support will hold the price or not. Okay, again this candle also is, creating these as a superb support. In fact, I can call it as a major support now, because one, two, three, four, 5 times it is taking the support after the breakout. Okay, let's see what happened. Wow, what a candle it is, right? See why such kind of candle came. See, our target is this. Okay, but why this candle came? Because such a huge resistance it is. Okay, which came from daily, sorry, which came from weekly time frame. Okay, so now it gave a reversal and it is really want to go up. Correct. That's why it is breaking this huge resistance with a, you know huge candle. Okay. Yeah, so I was expecting that at least it will till reach till target. Okay. And whether it will break or not, ultimately the price has to confirm. Okay. And ideally to break this such a huge resistance, no, not a all-time high, but definitely a huge resistance. Okay, because one, two, three, four, five, five candles are taking this level as a resistance. So for me it is a great resistance. Okay, so to break this, ideally such candles will come. Okay, so I did not expect such kind of candle. Okay, at least I am pretty much sure that it will give this target. Okay, because it is holding this level, right, like anything. So no, if there is nobody wants to sell below this, ideally, they're expecting some higher price. Yeah, and buyer is ready to pay higher price here. Correct. So that's why it is, going up like anything, right? So our target is hit, and now the thing is, how can we hold this particular trade? Because such a huge candle breaking out this particular level, so which means ideally this will become a support. Okay, so now we can hold our next target. This we can hold for our next target. Yeah, because since it is broke out right now, ideally it will act like a support. Okay, and if one can exit in this particular candle, they can exit because their target is came right. Ideally they can exit. Okay, there is nothing wrong in it. Yeah, because they have marked their targets and target is hit right, so they can exit. Yeah, so now let's see, since there is a breakout, yeah, and whether it will hold this particular support or not. Okay, okay, it is almost came to that support. Okay, now it is broken this particular level. Okay, now we know like this is kind of some event candle. Not sure what event it is because it is a older chart. Yeah, and since it is a huge resistance, it is trying to break out. In fact, it gave another target as well. Okay, so the thing is, since it gave a mother candle reversal, right? So it is really want to go up. That's why it's not carrying these resistances. It is breaking like anything. Okay, but only one concern is, since it is a huge resistances, right? Okay, I really want to see how exactly it will react on these particular resistances. Okay, I will definitely exit here. Okay, at least here. Okay, at least here I'll exit the whole quantity because I really don't want to risk on these major resistances. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, now you see, since it is a event candle, right? Okay, so ideally it should not break out like that. Yeah, there should be some candle should come, some red candle, which can, remove the weak traders. Okay, before that, before the breakout, it should happen, but it did not happen here. Even I was expecting such kind of candle before breaking out, but somehow it is broke out. Okay, so now it's better to book the profit rather than waiting for a huge targets here. Okay, let's see what happened after this. Okay, if this candle high goes, ideally we can see another trade as well. Wow, now you see high of the candle is very important. Yeah, and this candle has broken out even though it is an inverted hammer. Okay, it has a huge volume and it is broken out that level as well. Okay, so somehow it is breaking out all the resistances. Yeah, so now if someone wants to bet on this, they can, but there are nearby resistances. Okay, so we should be very careful with your position. So for me, rather than going the huge quantity, you can buy only little bit quantity because the nearby resistances are there, and that too it is all time high. Okay, and we are not very sure whether it is really breaks or it will come down and give a very good price. Okay, I'm not saying it will go and reverse immediately. Okay, but we should be very careful. Let's see what happened. Yeah, it took that resistance. Can you see that? It took that resistance and it came. Okay, those who had put the stop losses below, okay, and in the system, the stop losses got hit. Okay, for me, on the closing basis, I'll take it. I'll, not take based upon the candle. On the closing basis, I'll just take. So now, it is also somehow closed above that. If you really zoom it and see, yeah, this candle has closed above that resistance which we marked. So looks like it is trying to break this level also. Wow, a huge breakout, no? Okay. See why these candles will come, because this is a all-time high. Okay, and definitely to break these levels, no. So such kind of candles we can predict easily. Okay, but it comes with overall the higher time frame, that is weekly and monthly, what exactly it is doing and where exactly you are standing. So all these points are very, very important. Okay, so we entered here and we exited here, right? And here again I got some conviction to bet on, so I just bet on this candle and it gave a target again. So this could be another target for me, even it is given more than that. So whatever market gave, so it's better to take it and exit. Okay, rather than waiting for much more targets and all, right? So yeah, like the backtestings are really going good, and whatever we are learning in the previous videos and the previous backtestings, yeah. So as it is, we are applying the same thing, whatever we learned. Okay, we are not anticipating. We just marked our levels, and we are just waiting over there until some reversals it is confirming. Okay, and also we are not randomly betting on any candle here. So some candles which is really doing something. Okay, so and also we are going with only kind of some reversal patterns and all, and that's where these back testings are going in smooth way, right? Yeah, there are some hurdles also. I mean, when you do back testing, it may go wrong also. That's fine. But the important point is what exactly we learned out of it, and how exactly you're utilizing the same learnings for the next back testing. That is very important. Okay. So I really enjoyed this particular back testing. Okay, because it gave a very good move from the major support till the all-time high. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. And for more videos, right, definitely you can subscribe my channel, and you can also share this to your friends. Yeah. And I'm going to come up with very interesting back testings, and also a couple of things which I have learned out of it. Yeah. So it will really help for the traders, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.